Ever notice how Billy from Fright Night dies like no human, but doesn't act like a vampire? Tonight, we dig into the creature Jerry created, the servant who shouldn't exist. Billy Cole is one of the biggest mysteries in Fright Night. He walks in the sun like a human, survives bullets like a zombie, melts like a creature made in a lab. The movie never says what he is, but the clues are all there. And when you follow those clues back far enough, they lead to one night in one city, where Billy stopped being human and became something far darker. This is the hidden origin of Billy, and why Jerry Dandrige kept him closer than any vampire would dare. Billy appears the same way nightmares do. Quiet, familiar, wrong. He carries Jerry's coffin. He stares down Charlie without blinking. He protects Jerry from the police, like he's trained to hide monsters. But it's his death scene that gives the real secret away. He gets shot in the face, gets up like nothing happened, starts melting into green slime, then into a skeleton, then turns into sand. No vampire dies like that. No human survives like that. So what actually happened to Billy? Who was he before all this? And how did Jerry make him into this thing? To answer that, we need to go back to the one place where monsters blend into the crowd. New Orleans, 1938. Picture this: a storm tearing through the New Orleans docks. Ships creaking like old bones. Thunder so loud it rattles the rust off the steel. Billy is working the night shift. A dock worker with hands like bricks and a body built from hauling crates since he was 12. He's tough, loyal, stubborn, and always the last one to leave. He's rolling a shipment into a cold storage room when he hears it. A crate falling, sliding, splitting open. Billy thinks it's just another coffin. New Orleans ships those constantly. But this one is wrong. It's filled with dirt, grave dirt, black as oil, ice cold, smelling like old blood. Billy leans in with a crowbar, and a pale hand shoots out and grabs his wrist. Jerry Dandrige climbs out of the crate like a nightmare waking up from the earth. Not hungry, not angry, just amused. Billy doesn't scream. Jerry notices that. Most people beg. Billy squares his shoulders like a boxer in a ring, still believing he can fight something that isn't even breathing. And that's the moment Jerry decides, this one could be useful. Jerry doesn't kill Billy outright. He doesn't even turn him the normal way. Instead, he gives Billy one slow, deliberate bite. A bite designed to break a man, not remake him. And here's the part Fright Night never explains, but the evidence screams it. Vampires can make more than vampires. If they drain you too far, if they feed you just enough venom to twist your blood, if they interrupt the turning at the exact moment your life slips away. You don't wake up as a vampire. You wake up as something trapped between two worlds. Not alive, not dead, just claimed. A ghoul, a revenant, a body held together by the will of the creature that made you. Jerry's venom doesn't transform Billy. It poisons him. It stops the change halfway, freezes it in place, and lets Billy's human life flicker out like a dying bulb. And that could have been the end. But Jerry isn't done. This is where all the construct theory comes into play. It says Jerry didn't just corrupt Billy, he reanimated him. Billy's body dies on that dock floor, and Jerry drags him back from death, using a mix of vampiric venom and old forbidden magic that only ancient vampires remember. That's why Billy bleeds green. That's why he melts into sludge. That's why he collapses into sand and bone when Jerry's power slips. He's not a servant. He's not a vampire. He's not even a man. He's a constructed guardian, a revenant built for one purpose, to live only as long as Jerry lives, and to fall apart the moment Jerry lets him go. Billy wakes up on the dock floor hours later, skin cold, pulse faint, head pounding like someone rewired his brain with iron nails. Jerry is sitting on a broken crate, watching. Billy tries to speak, but his throat only spits green fluid. Jerry smiles, almost proud. Billy tries to stand. He stands too easily, too strong, too fast. He's not human anymore, but he's not a vampire. He walks in daylight now, but it burns inside his bones. He bleeds green. He doesn't eat. He doesn't sleep. He obeys Jerry without questioning why. It isn't hypnosis. It's the venom. It sits in his bloodstream like hot tar, rewiring everything he is. Billy becomes the one thing Jerry needs most: a daytime guardian, a loyal corpse that thinks, a servant who won't die unless Jerry dies first, and someone strong enough to snap a man in half if Jerry whispers the order. But being half dead comes with a secret cost. Billy's body is never stable. He's always rotting a little, always leaking something thick and green in the dark, always one mistake, away from melting into sludge. He can only stay alive because Jerry is alive. When Jerry sleeps, Billy feels it. His bones soften, his skin gets cold, his heartbeat slows to a crawl. He is literally held together by Jerry's existence. Break Jerry, and Billy falls apart. That's why he protects Jerry with such blind devotion. It's not loyalty, it's survival. For decades, Billy follows Jerry across the country, big cities, small towns, places where people won't notice bodies missing or coffins being delivered at 3 a.m. By the time they reach Charlie Brewster's neighborhood, Billy has been undead for almost 50 years. He knows the routine. Find the quiet house, unpack the coffin, handle the daylight hours, clean up the mess. To the neighbors, he's just a tall, quiet roommate. To Jerry, he's the perfect monster. Strong enough to kill a man with one arm. Dead enough to ignore pain. Human enough to hide in plain sight, but just broken enough to never rebel. When Charlie and Peter break into the house, Billy doesn't hesitate. He goes straight for them. No fear, no hesitation, no soul. Peter shoots him point blank in the head. Billy drops, gets up, keeps coming. That's not immortality. That's a meat puppet stitched together by dark magic. When Charlie finally drives the wood through Billy's chest, the spell holding his body together collapses. The green fluid pours out. His skin melts like wax in fire. Flesh turns to sludge. Sludge turns to sand. Sand leaves nothing but a skeleton. And for the first time all movie, Billy seems afraid. Because Billy wasn't a monster by choice. He was a man who opened the wrong crate on the wrong night and became Jerry's shadow. So who was Billy Cole? Not a vampire, not a human, not a zombie. He was Jerry Dandrige's creation, a half-turned undead servant engineered through venom, death and control. A creature made to protect a vampire and doomed the moment he lost him. Watch the next video on your screen to uncover more dark hidden horrors from your favorite 80s cult classic horror movies.